What it do, Modified family? We're back out here doing some more guitar stuff. We have a good hour or so, I think, free time before I have to go back to work or before the family comes home, either one. So let's get down to it. I want to get my pickups into place on this project guitar that I'm working on. I just need to trim some of the mounting bracket. I need to put a hole to make sure that my input jack fits in nice and tight. I need to get all my switch and my 4 pots all secured into place. I'm pretty sure they're all in the right spot anyway. That way I can fit them in. And by the end of this video, I would like to have the pickups in. And I gotta find my safety goggles. That's gonna be a very important aspect of grinding metal. So you know what you gotta do. Give me 5 on my black hand side and let's go. So here's where we left off. We found out that the yellow pickup was neck and the red wired pickup was bridge. So we're make sure not to mess that up. This is the part I'm talking about. This piece right there, it's just a little bit too wide. So I'm gonna sand it down till all that's left is the back part, and then this will be the end. So that's as wide as it will be, and that should fit because I just need a little touch of love. And remember with this, I need to drill a hole over here to finish securing this in. It fits in one side, but one's just a little bit off. So why not just put another hole in? And I'm pretty sure these are in the right spots. I think this red one's gonna be the neck, and then this blue one is gonna be the bridge. And I'm just gonna have to figure out how I want this switch to fit. But I'm gonna get these all tightened in. It should be very easy. And then I'm gonna get this ground wire through. I think this is a ground wire. I know this is a ground wire, and it'll just go under the bridge, which is not here, but I'll get it through its little slot, if you can see it right there. That should all be doable. It shouldn't take more than 30 minutes. I think the longest thing will just be grinding that down. That was actually easier than I thought it was gonna be. Just got all these locked into place. Switch is switching. Has a nice fitted clicking sound, like locks into place. Ground wire came through, so this will be attached to something. Maybe I'll put it under one of these screws. So it's just clamped under here on the bridge. I'm gonna strip this wire. I still need to buy wire strippers when I get a chance. Have not been to Harbor Freight, which I absolutely love. Bam, that one's in there. I don't like how crooked some of the screws are, but it's in the bottom of the guitar. You don't want to see that. Not worth changing right now. But yeah, everything is in place. Now I gotta get these pickups fitted. And I realized in some of my other videos, I was saying something that I do believe now to be untrue. The pickup that I wired into my Telecaster, which I made videos for in the past and posted, the 2 wires that came off the pickup, these 2, one of them being like this one, and like this is the ground one, it's the shiny one. This should just go to the top of the volume part, I'm pretty sure, and this one needs to go to the switch, but in this configuration, I think it just goes to one of the legs on the volume pot. So I just gotta attach it to the right one. I know the leg that's touching the volume pot is the ground, and the things attached to that are ground wires, and they all connect. So I just gotta figure out where to put this. I know where that one goes, but right now I wanna get this shaved down and get that mounted. I don't know if I can make a video of that, but I'll show you what I do to get it done. I absolutely love the illusion of online, because after I shaved out those end bits, so that drops all the way in, just the important part is the integrity of that hole, so it holds the screw, which I think I maintained that, but it wouldn't fit in. It wouldn't do what it was supposed to do. If I put it the other way, like face down, it would drop right in, but this way it would not. Yeah. So now it fits. Now I'm gonna put the pickup ring on here. I'm gonna make this sit in place. And I just wrapped a little electrical tape around those 2 exposed wires. I could get them through the hole, and then when the bridge goes in, it will also fit in and go in cleanly. So when we come back, both the pickups should be mounted. So I think that I accomplished everything that I set out to accomplish. Both P90s are mounted. I had to trim the mounting brackets, and then the sides were a little flared out where they welded the covers on. So I had to tighten that up also with the Dremel. But then I got the mounting hardware in with the springs, and so they are adjustable. They can go higher. I just didn't want to put them too high. I just knew they need to be above the surface, but when the strings go on and the bridge is on, I'm sure the guitar shop will get that all fixed up. I need wire strippers to expose a little bit of that wire. And then here are the knobbies I plan to use. They reminded me of like an 80s shower controls, you know, or like faucets, stuff like that. All right, flipping this thing without dropping it. This is what the back looks like currently. Set this down carefully. All right, so everything is in. This is the neck. This is the bridge. I'm thinking this is gonna be the neck pickup right there. And that's gonna be the bridge. We'll find out when we hook it up. But yeah, this is what we did today. And I appreciate the joys of just being able to stop the camera so you don't see me messing around. But I did have my safety goggles on for all the grinding and stuff like that to not get any metal shards in my eye. So that is very important. But this guitar is very close to a playable state. I'll probably solder it off camera, and then it's just a case of waiting for the bridge. Maybe I will design the pick guard. I think I will use some sort of plastic like this. I might have enough from this logo project. I might just save this for the logo project, get another piece for like $7 or $8 at Lowe's. And I have this thick sticker that's also gonna be a pick guard. So I'll drill holes and I will mount it like the plastic piece with this on top. I think it'll look pretty good. And it'll be very small because there's not a lot of room for a pick guard on this. And then also the last thing that came in was this. So now we're just waiting for the bridge. And this should be the correct part, I believe. I looked it up on the Ibanez site, which is very hard for me to navigate, especially because a lot of the parts I need are discontinued. But I did find this, and it is the black color that I wanted. So until I see you next time, Modified Family, peace.